Shrapnel. I mean, I get a sense that this took place in like the not too distant future. It's seeming like we're, nearing some sort of war zone, end of the worldish. And, we follow this woman as a day in her life as she just surviving this world, the harsh realities of it and everything like that, and the conflicts dealing with it. And she's surviving in the wilderness. She's living off the grid in this makeshift trailer. And we hear this battle taking place on the radio, and then she kind of gears up, which is so cool. And there's this eerie abandonment of the places that she's staking out, which makes me think, definitely into the world-ish. But, she's a sniper. She's on a special mission. It's so clear that this is something that she's comfortable with based off the casualness of how she handles the gun. She grabs a snack in between, got a trigger finger on one hand, popping whatever she's eating in the other. It just makes me feel like this is a place where she's comfortable. This is something she's done before. And it made me feel like, oh, what a badass. And we don't see the shot, which is fine because just hearing it is enough to get the message across. And it makes me feel like, oh, maybe this is a hit woman. Maybe this is a woman who's paid to do certain things based off the last scene. And we see that there's money deposited. So it just kind of makes me feel like, what is the bigger picture here as far as where she plays? I really was interested in this character and just wanted to know more. Is how I left feeling it. I left feeling like, where is all the conflict? Who are these people she's hunting down? If she's a hit woman, what is this world that exists outside of her little world on this trailer? But I got such a great sense of her, even though, there's not much dialogue in it. I just got such a great sense of her based off her confidence and the way she's handling her equipment and just the way she's living her life. And it just made me feel like, oh, I want to know more about this character.
Shrapnel. This was really cool. I liked this so much. It had a great opener. I think that it grabbed your attention and it kept it. The story of this, everything was so clear with very, very little dialogue. The voiceovers were great. All of the acting in this was fantastic. I think that the filmmakers did a great job creating this post apocalyptic world. And the cinematography was beautiful. All of it was really great. So great job.
Neon Shrapnel. I really enjoyed this film. I mean, in my opinion, it was a high quality production value, same level as any major studio film. The cinematography is perfect, the direction is perfect, the acting is fantastic. I like the idea this kind of killer for hire as the main character in this near dystopian future. So basically, she lives and she earns money by killing other people, and I could feel the adrenaline from the beginning, from start to finish, and I think it was very powerful, especially uh, the scenes we have in the middle of the film. I think it was very interesting to see just the normal routine of these women just waking up and getting to do her things, but in a dystopian future where nothing, the society doesn't exist anymore. It's full anarchy, sorry, everywhere. So I think overall it was exciting film, but also interesting, and a fantastic, great production value. Very well done. Congratulations.
Neon Shrapnel. Really high intensity right from the beginning, and it was so brilliantly executed. I knew what world we were in, what genre we were in, and I was immediately hooked. So I think that's just some very skilled filmmaking. I loved the atmosphere and the mood, that gloomy coldness of a tech and surveillance heavy future with that pervading feeling of uneasiness and dismay. I loved the trust in the silence. We really got to be encompassed by the solitude and the self reliance needed for this character. But the soundscape filled that into very epic proportions. And I just thought it was a really great full circle story. and very clever in its storytelling skills.
What we have with this Shrapnel short is, I think, a really great use of visual storytelling. There's no dialogue. I must say we have to come to understand the central character through her actions, but also visual details like her tattoos, which I think do a great job of telling us who she is. It's just very effective, very engaging, very confident storytelling. World building again is done really well, and it's done on a visual level. The use of technology, the contrast, these visual contrasts between the technology and living out in nature are really great and really help to build this world and reinforce themes. I think the way the surveillance state is done, the presence of cameras again is a clever visual detail that brings a lot of depth to this world. I just found it really rich. And speaking of rich, you have the really rich colours of the film as well, which just make it a visual treat. So I just thought it was really cool and a really, really enjoyable watch.
Neon Shrapnel is a silent film. I don't think you really hear much dialogue at all, except for when it comes from technology itself. There's this post apocalyptic, dystopian war vibe that has taken place. And, it's hard to tell if our lead is on a revenge mission or if she is a bounty hunter of some sort. She gives me this character factor that is reminiscent to leaders such as, in big revolutions, such as Katniss Everdeen. And I would really like to see more. I really loved getting this viewpoint of her world and how she is a lone wolf in a sense, and she's a sharpshooter, and it's a strong female figure in a way that I think could be explored more.
Digibus for Shrapnel, they have very cool props, costume design, and special effects. They did an amazing job at portraying this with cool an excellent title, and then the locations, the shooting locations. This is a story of a lone wolf hired to kill individual, and then the mission is accomplished and off you go and continue with your day. This vibe is so nonchalant about killing that I had a great time, and they have great special effects and performance. I really enjoyed it.